Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's my guy knows the guy. NBA betting today on the SportX Insights YouTube channel. There's a lot going on today in real life, so today will be a bit briefer than yesterday, a bit shorter. Hope everyone's enjoying their day. MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The NBA puts on an exhibit, a showcase every year to celebrate MLK Day. 12 games today. It's stacked. Yesterday was pretty good. We were 1 point away from Mikal Bridges from going 6-1. We went 5-2, including the props, 2-0 on sides. Yesterday was a pretty good day. We saw the board clearly. A couple other spots that I did say on the show yesterday that I did not have a chance to bet. If this is your first time watching, or if you're not subscribed, if you're just watching on Twitter through the link, come to the YouTube app, subscribe to the app, support the free sports betting content, hit the like button, turn notifications on. Let me just say good morning, good afternoon to some of the people in the chat. And then I will get into some of the plays. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be hectic. There's like 2 feet of snow out here in Toronto. I'm in Canada, so I do have the luxury of watching most of these games today. Might be a big live betting day today. But I have plays in just about every game. Some that I bet last night. Appreciate everyone for watching the early video from last night. I did bet the Charlotte Hornets +2, Memphis Grizzlies +6. That's up to like -8.5 right now. And Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes at -125. During this live stream, I will be adding a few more plays. So if you could take a second, hit the like button. We have Celtics Pelicans coming up. Visit sportx.bet. I'm using odds from sportx.bet, the crypto sportsbook owned by its community. I'm actually about to pull the dash up now so you guys can see the latest odds. There's also a big NFL game today, Cardinals Rams. Let me know who you guys like in the chat, how you guys feel about the slate yesterday. The Jazz, remember the article I shared yesterday? The Jazz definitely clamped down on defense in the fourth quarter when it mattered. It's a night and day difference with Rudy Gobert on the court, off the court. I've dissed this guy a lot in the past on Twitter, but at the end of the day, I give him his respect as a true plus-minus benefit to any team that he's going to be on. When he's on the court, Rudy Gobert, it's night and day difference. The team was communicating last night, the Utah Jazz. That was one of their big issues over the last couple of weeks, was communication. They were actively communicating on defense. The Jazz project very well going forward. I'm going to say that to everyone right now. Also looking at their schedule, the Utah Jazz might be getting ready to turn it on. Let's pick some of these games. Let me just say good morning to everyone. My dog, Jordan, let's go. Let's go, bro. Good morning. D. Conte, Steels, Us Gooners TV, D-Rob, Visuals. I see everyone. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to even watch the video. And, I know you guys love NBA just as much as me. I love the NBA, so let's get to it. My dog, No Cap Don, Cedric, Robin, Jamal, Steels, Aldo. There's a lot of people in the chat. Matthew. Let's keep it going, everyone. I'm going to pull up. We're going to start with the Pelicans Celtics game. Let me just pull up the odds, some of the lineups. Going to go express format today and share some of the plays and props that I have for each game and get out of here. Enjoy the game. I understand that not everyone's going to bet 5 to 10 games. Maybe you can find 1 to 3 picks that you like from the information that I'm giving. Draw your own conclusions, and always remember to bet responsibly. Let's go. Say all the necessary disclaimers. Shout out to De'Aaron Fox for getting ejected, though, bringing us that money yesterday. I have a friend really trying to convince me about these magnets in the rims, everyone. All right, let me pull the odds up. As always, the odds are on sportx.bet, the crypto sportsbook owned by its community. If you guys are into crypto, NFTs, if you have a MetaMask, if you even know what a MetaMask is, you can bet straight from your MetaMask right here on SportX without paying any gas fees. So we have the Pelicans and the Celtics. The Celtics have played pretty well in these early games in a small sample size. You guys remember the bloodbath from when they played the Phoenix Suns. That was a big public bloodbath that game early in the day. It actually was a major reason why a lot of people were afraid to lay the points with the Phoenix Suns yesterday, even though they had the far superior roster against the Pistons. Let me just pull the lineups up. I do have 2 plays in this game. One that's juiced that I'm probably not going to play, but you guys may be able to combine it with something else. It's a strange game to start the day off. Pelicans, Celtics. You guys know my position. I'm not a fan of the Boston Celtics as favorites, okay? This is a game that they can lose. I will say it, this is a game that they can lose. But because of how close their last couple of games have been, they got blown out by the 76ers. They had a close ATS win over the Bulls. This is a very inconsistent team, okay? They haven't covered a couple of games in a row. Marcus Smart is still out. Because of the recent trends, it's a system play to probably jump on the Celtics here, but I've located a couple of other opportunities that I think are more profitable. I'm just not going to trust the Celtics as favorites, although they did claw back to 500. This is a very inconsistent team. If they lose outright today, it will not shock me at all. All the money line bettors as well. If you're doing parlays and stuff, you don't want the Celtics to be the one to kill your ticket early in the day. We've seen it time and time again. However, this team, because of the talent they have, I'll be honest, it's far more shocking for the Boston Celtics. Their record right now is pretty shocking. It's pretty shocking going into the season. They switched things up with the head coach, Ime Udoka. He hasn't really worked out just yet. The fan base is sort of turning on him as well. He doesn't really say the right things as well. It's not really a positive motivator. My play in this game, though, I'm looking at a big man matchup between Valanciunas and Al Horford. Al Horford, I like his assists over 3.5, although the books are getting a bit smart. It's up to minus 160 right here. Valanciunas, though, I like his rebounds over 10.5. I know he's going up against stiff resistance in Al Horford, but no Robert Williams today. They're going to be a bit thin up front, and I think that we may see about 20 to 30% of Valanciunas' minutes to come during times when Al Horford is not on the floor. He's up there in age. I don't know if Al Horford is going to be able to go 35 minutes, 40 minutes right now, although we've seen flashes of him being able to last deep into games. I would look at Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds. I think that's a prop that he could hit relatively easy. It is a bit suspicious that it is 10.5. This is a player that's been regularly set at 11.5, 12.5 over the last month and a half. And, it's a bit suspicious. Maybe the time zone, maybe the early start to the day, maybe the books are projecting a lower scoring game. I can see a bit of a lower scoring game here, but Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds is a play that I like. And I also like Devontae Graham to go over his threes in this game. I've seen a pretty good sample size of him being a better three-point shooter away from the house. I don't know, it's really weird. Let's see what you guys think in the chat about this game before we move on to the Knicks and the Hornets game, a game that I did bet last night. Just see the chat for a second. Hey, Robin, appreciate you. Peaks and valleys, bro. Can't get too happy. But I get happy. I genuinely enjoy watching the games. I really appreciate that. 3 units on Celtics money line. I don't advise those sorts of plays. Those are net negative plays in terms of profitability over time. Taking teams that are minus 200, minus 175, dropping 2 units on them. Do that every day and see how much money you have left in 30 days. That's not an endorsement of the Pelicans in this particular game. I'm just not a fan of dumping bread on large money lines. It's just not something I do. All the max play, minus 200, minus 250 stuff, that's not for me. Is it snowing in Cleveland as well? Are they snowed in badly? Shouldn't affect the game. They're used to lake effect snow, but we're going to get to that game as well. A lot of snow in this region. Toronto, Cleveland, Buffalo, Detroit. All right, so those are the plays that I would attack in the Pelicans Celtics game, actually. This is the last thing I'm pulling up. And then we're going to get past this game and just speed through the rest of the schedule, everyone. I didn't get much sleep last night, too. Just a disclaimer. Yeah, I lean towards the Celtics correcting their woes, but as I said, everyone, we're going to find profitable opportunities with the Celtics in the role of underdogs for the rest of the season. I don't trust these guys as favorites, although they have the personnel to destroy this Pelicans team. The Pelicans are only 7-15 away against the spread. But on the flip side, because of the inconsistency of the Boston Celtics, if they lost this game outright, I wouldn't even crack a smile or anything. I wouldn't be surprised. Recent matchups between these two teams. The Pelicans have actually defeated the Boston Celtics outright in the last 3 meetings. They did not have Valanciunas in those meetings. Different look today. Let's get past this game. Knicks Hornets. I took the Hornets last night +2 on the opening line. Shout out to everyone that had a chance to watch the early video. The only thing that's causing concern in this game right now is that there is a lot of money coming in on the Charlotte Hornets. For the conspiracy theorists, for the public money split percentage people out there, there's a lot of money coming in on the Hornets today. People are blindly believing in the ATS record. I'm believing in the personnel of the Charlotte Hornets. I think they're going to get it done today against another team that's been inconsistent in the New York Knicks. It's already about 20,000 bet on this game on SportX. Let's see some of the big bets that came in. Oh, someone dropped bags on the under. You guys can see it might be the same person. You never know. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,500. A series of bets on the under 219. I can see it in terms of the Knicks getting off the sleepy starts in these early day schedule games. For me, I'm just going to take the Charlotte Hornets. That is an endorsement of them winning the game outright. It is a short spread. A lot of underdogs that are in the range of 1 to 4. I like to take the money line anyways. This team is 5-1 ATS after a straight up loss. They perform very well ATS overall. This Knicks team is 8-13 after an ATS win so far this season. They are moving in the right direction in terms of the standings. They have clawed above 500, but early start, inconsistent offense, especially in first halves. I can see the Charlotte Hornets getting this done. The Charlotte Hornets are a team that have been affected by negative early starts as well. So if it could be scary at the beginning of this game if the Hornets fall behind, but I have confidence that they will be able to pull this through by the end of the game. Might be a live betting opportunity as well if they go down by 10 points. Both of these teams have shown a tendency to start games very, very slow, okay? What's up, Vin? How's it going? Jamal, Matt, Dirty, Will, D. Comte. Dirty said 77 figures. What's going on, Sticky? How's it going? Steve, hell yeah, let's have a day, bro. Let's have a day before we jump into looking at more of this big wildcard game in the NFL tonight as well. Might lay off it, though. Might lay off it. What do I think about the under in the Celtics game? Let me look. If you guys don't know, my nickname is Friday. You can call me whatever you want, though. My guy knows a guy, or Friday. That's my nickname. Hey, it is what it is. I like the under. It's gonna be sleepy. 212 though. We're after the start to the season that we saw in terms of historically low points totals compared to the last 10 years. The last 5 years in particular. Now you're starting to see a lot of points totals get back into the 220s on average, getting back to the standard that was set last year, not the ridiculous highs that were set last year. I've been sort of staying away from these totals that are in the 205 to 212 range, but I can definitely see this game going under. I'm probably going to play that Valanciunas prop last minute, though. I think I'm priced out on Al Horford over 3.5 assists, minus 160. I think I'm priced out. Moving on, everyone. Back to the Hornets game. So, yeah, simple play for me. Hornets +2. I can take them at +1 as well, or money line. And in this game, a small prop that I do like is Evan Fournier under 2.5 threes at +125. Hopefully we get a dud performance from Evan Fournier. It's tough to take players to go under their mark against a Charlotte Hornets team that hasn't really prided themselves on the defensive side of the ball. But I am going to sprinkle Evan Fournier over. This is a system play. Evan Fournier under 2.5 threes made +125. Moving on to the Wizards 76ers game. Another very interesting game because of the line. Bradley Beal is still in health and safety protocols, and the 76ers are only laying 3.5 against a team that has matched up somewhat well against them as of, just over the years, actually. But that was with Bradley Beal. I'm going to call bullshit here. I haven't been betting very many 76ers spreads, but if I were, I would probably, my contrarian instincts are telling me to sprinkle on the Washington Wizards plus 3.5 here. I definitely, Joel Embiid has entered the MVP conversation. I'm going to sit this one out. But that's my guidance on this game. If you're betting on the better basketball team overall in the Philadelphia 76ers minus 3.5, basketball-wise, I can't say that's a bad bet. Kemba Walker has been ruled out. He's not coming back, by the way, today for the New York Knicks. Kemba Walker has been ruled out. I don't know if he was projected to come back today, but he's out. So back to the Sixers. This is a team that has been performing pretty well. Okay, they've kicked into high gear. You look at this roster; they're trying to get rid of Tobias Harris too. Everyone, they're trying to get rid of Tobias Harris. Although I don't think there are many franchises that will take his contract, which may be one of the worst in the NBA. The Tobias Harris contract. That one contract is why they haven't been able to build a quality team around Joel Embiid. But going back to the present, back to today, back to MLK Day, in this game, the Seth Curry assists have been automatic. Absolutely automatic, okay? I don't like taking him after he's already hit his mark, but he's streaking in such a way where I can see Seth Curry hitting his assist total again, as long as it's not back to 5.5. We caught a glitch the other day. It was a glitch. 3.5, the books overcompensated, over-adjusted. 3.5 was easy money. Let me pull up what it is right now, unless someone can beat me to the punch in the chat. Seth Curry's assists of the Philadelphia 76ers. It's up to 4.5. That's a bit sharper. He has a size disadvantage against most backcourts in the NBA, so that really hasn't been a problem. He has been the primary ball handler. I know it's Maxi's listed as the point guard, but if you were watching the 76ers games, Seth Curry has been the primary ball handler. And because of how much of a threat he is from the three-point line, that is why he's hitting his assist mark in aggregate. Okay, I did not bet this yet, but teams are devastated of his three-point shooting ability, and it's inadvertently causing him to become an assist player, to go over. The team has trusted him with more ball handling duties to absorb the extra defensive attention that he has been receiving. He's been receiving more defensive attention on the three-point line than any point in his career. Over 4.5 is a trendy bet. So if you're going to play it, I would play it small. But Seth Curry has been hitting the mark. If you think that Joel Embiid is going to hit his marks, Seth Curry has been assisting at a highly proportionate rate for Joel Embiid. Okay, most of his assists, like 80% of them, are coming from Joel Embiid. All right, moving on from that game. Nothing else in that game. I'm going to recap all the plays that I actually put money on. Okay, Memphis Grizzlies. The Nets-Cavs game, everyone, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to run it back. I'm going to wait until game time for these lineups, but on the Nets side, so we can get the best number. But, we've hit it 3 out of the last 4 times I've taken it. I'm going to run it back with Evan Mobley. His rebounds today, he caused us pain the other day. If they go back down to 7.5 rebounds, okay? Just going to wait for the Nets lineup. Other than that, no guidance for me on the game between the Cavaliers and the Nets game. That's probably going to be the game with the highest TV ratings today, though, with the Kyrie going back to Cleveland scenario. Very, very entertaining game there. System's telling me to take Brooklyn. That's why I'm talking like this. System's telling me to take Brooklyn. I'm just going to sit this one out because the Cavs, I'm in a position where I'm only going to take them, or if my system's telling me to fade the Cavs, I'm just going to ignore the game, try to ignore the game. That's my personal stance on the Cavs right now. But moving on to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls. The line is up to, let me see what it is on SportX. Going to speed it up now. Less picks on the back end. All right, yeah. So the Grizzlies have been steaming from -6 up to -8. I got -6 last night. I will take -8 again with everyone that wants to bet the Grizzlies. I still think they will win by double digits against this Bulls team. The bench overperformed against the Celtics, a team that I told you was inconsistent. We were on, the people that were watching this show, we were on the Chicago Bulls against the Boston Celtics the other day. Now we're going to reverse course. I'm taking the Memphis Grizzlies off of the loss against the Dallas Mavericks. Another game that we were on, we faded the Memphis Grizzlies on Friday night. A group of teams here with the Bulls and the Memphis Grizzlies that I would say I have a decent level of familiarity with. The only prop that I would take on the Bulls side is Nikola Vucevic over 10.5 rebounds. I do think that Jaren Jackson, as they slowly reintegrate Steven Adams, I'm going to wait for, let me check out the lineup actually, before I give you guys the wrong information. Yeah, so Steven Adams should jump back into the starting lineup today. I think Vucevic can go over 10.5. Today, he's caused the public a lot of pain after that stretch that he had. Then he went under about 3 or 4 times in a row. I think he gets back to his rebound ways, high rebounding ways against a he's going to have to play, him and DeMar DeRozan are going to have to play 37 minutes today if they want to win. 35, 37 minutes if the game is still within reach. It's a risky play because there is a major blowout factor in my opinion today. The depth of the Memphis Grizzlies is just too much for this Bulls team to handle. I'm all over the Grizzlies today. -8, that could just be the books acknowledging that the opening line was a mistake. I believe it was a mistake. I jumped on it. You look at the depth in this game of the Memphis Grizzlies, the per 36-minute stats of the role players on the team, like John Conchar, certain guys coming off the bench. Even Zaire Williams is coming along, Tyus Jones, lethal combination, Kyle Anderson, slow-mo. It's just too much depth for these guys. Give me the Grizzlies today. -8 is a line that I don't like to take. I'll be honest. -8 is a line that I do not like today. Something about that number, especially when teams are at home. But I am rolling with the Grizzlies today. Great coaching matchup, though, between Billy Donovan and Taylor Jenkins today. Should be a very, very interesting day. MLK Day in Memphis. Let me just check the chat and see how you guys feel about this one. I'm on Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes. We were taking him at over 2.5 regularly, and I've actually never lost a Desmond Bane prop, believe it or not. You can believe it if you want. Just look at the track record. I can't say that for any other player, but Desmond Bane, I've actually never lost with a Desmond Bane prop so far. I'm going to pull up the exact record, but I believe it's like 9-0 or 10-0. Situational player, but I'm taking Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself and today is the day, but 2.5, I find that to be a discount. 3.5, I jumped off the train, jumping back on it today, -125 over 2.5 threes for Desmond Bane. Easy peasy. Jordan said the Nets show up today. Let's see, bro. They're going to need some big performances. I mean, they can show up today. But if the Cavaliers blow them away, I will not be surprised. I will tell everyone that right now. If the Cavs come in today and blow these guys away, I won't be surprised. For sure, value on Bane today. There's value on his points today as well, on 18.5. I'll say that. 18.5, I did not bet that, but might be a late ad. I'll tweet some stuff out. We have until 3 o'clock. Moving on, everyone. I'm actually going to get out of here. The rest of the games, I'm going to share the picks that I have in a faster format. If you guys can, just while I'm here, been going fast since the show started. If you guys are a fan of free sports betting content, hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn notifications on. This is NBA Betting Today. Also, check out the other video. It's a short 2-minute video with 3 picks from last night. If you guys can, hit the like button on that as well. Leave a comment after the video. But definitely, we have about 130 people watching right now. Let's get 100 likes on the video. It's not much to ask. Smash the like button right now. Take a second to do that. I'm going to wait like 10 seconds for everyone to hit the like button. I have plays for the Magic game. I have plays for the Mavericks Thunder game, and I have a play for the Jazz-Lakers game to add right now. Let's get to it, everyone. I'll be honest, I had some stuff to share on this Clippers game, but I don't even think I'm going to watch this game, to be honest. I think the Clippers should win this game, but these are two teams that I despise a bit. So I'm gonna chill on this game. This is a betting event sort of game. Maybe if a team goes up by 15, you can catch a better game in-game, +7, +8 range. But no, I won't be participating in this one. Although I did have Reggie Jackson points listed. Reggie Jackson over on his points. But I do have some stuff to share in this Magic Trailblazers game. Shout out to Anthony Simons. If you guys look, even with all of the drama, all of the controversy, tumultuous times for the Portland Trailblazers organization with the Damian Lillard saga that has been going on since the Olympics. Okay, him trying to get traded, abdominal injury. Anthony Simons has really stepped up for them. He may expedite them trading Damian Lillard or attempting to trade Damian Lillard. They have a good, solid, young piece to build around that may have been underutilized in the past. They may have been able to develop Simons more if they just let him play. But my play in this game are a couple of props on the Magic side that I've had circled since Saturday night. I think we got some good numbers. I am playing these props. I am going to play Cole Anthony over 5.5 assists. That's a sprinkle. That's a sprinkle because it's juice, -145. Just trying to get some cash on that particular play. But I am going to go half unit on Franz Wagner over 16.5 points. He has even though he's a rookie, he's not playing like one. His shooting percentages are true shooting percentages. If offensive efficiency metrics for a rookie are through the roof. I'm taking him to bounce back today after playing the Dallas Mavericks. It's not his fault that he scored 9-10 points against the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks have been playing elite defense so far in the calendar month of January, so it's not any fault of his own against a much inferior defense, the Portland Trailblazers. Even if the Magic go down by 20 points in any scenario, they're in developmental mode. I say this with a lot of rookies. He's still going to hit his mark today. Franz Wagner over 16.5 points for me. Hit the like button, everyone. Recap coming right at the end of the video, and recap coming right at the end of the video. I will not be surprised if the Orlando Magic win this game outright today. I'm probably going to take the Magic +2. Let me look something. Let me look something up. I said probably like it's not on the list I'm looking at. Disgusting game. Yeah, I think these guys are going to win today, though. I think these guys are going to win today, everyone. Magic +2, half unit, everyone. Magic +2. It's crazy because I was sitting here on Saturday. Everyone remembers during the day we were talking about the Bulls-Celtics matchup on Saturday, the Raptors-Bucks matchup. I said that I thought the Blazers had a chance to win outright in DC because their away record went viral. Like everyone that was posting the pick for the Wizards that day, -7. The Wizards are a team just like the Celtics to me. The Pacers, I can't really trust them as favorites. Now, looking at today's matchup with the Portland Trailblazers, I think they're going to get back to their ways of stinking it up on the road. Let's zoom in more into this matchup. The worst matchup of the day, we may find more value, actually. Let me zoom in for a second. This one's intriguing me. Intriguing matchup right here. We're going to get some money in this Blazers Magic game. 100%. Not 100% likelihood, that's just slang. I agree, though. He's not a superstar, but at his age, I would have to agree. He's not a superstar, but we actually don't know, though. In a short sample size, Anthony Simons is playing ridiculous. He's going ballistic. If you were to ramp it over a larger period of time, playing that many minutes as being one of the top two guys, we don't know. We don't know what he can develop into, to be honest. He's playing lights out, bro. They got to pay that guy, although he is playing like damn near 40 minutes a game. Okay, nothing for me on the Blazers side. Maybe Nurkic under on his points. On the Magic side, though, Franz Wagner, over on his points. I did not have a market, everyone. I had it listed. Gary Harris to go over on his points. I think there's a bit of uncertainty with the lineup. Gary Harris to go over his points. Chuma Okeke, the steals train, is continuing. We couldn't catch it the other day, the game before last, when he hit 2. Last game against the Magic, they're playing sneaky with Chuma Okeke. They're not telling you he's starting until the very last minute because they know he's going to get 2 steals. The best defender on the team. If you can get a market for Chuma Okeke to go over 1.5 steals, I would take it, even if it doesn't hit today. This is an in aggregate play over time. Chuma Okeke. Look at Gary Harris Jr. to go over his points prop in this game, but I bet Franz Wagner. I will add Gary Harris, but right now I'm also adding the Orlando Magic +2. The Orlando Magic would beat the Blazers today. That's just me. All right, everyone. Moving on. Suns Spurs. Facts. Trying to get a market on this. Trying to get a market. One second. Hit the like button, everyone. A play that I like in the Suns-Spurs game is Jakob Poeltl over 11.5 points. I will bet that. Jakob Poeltl over 11.5 points. Yeah, CJ. Yeah, CJ's projected. Just pull it up on Roto. I don't know if he's projected. Let me 1 second. Yeah, McCollum's back. Powell's a game time decision. I'm taking the Magic. Jakob Poeltl of the San Antonio Spurs over 11.5 points. Not too much for me to share unless you want to see the big bets. Looks like there's about 40,000 in bets that already came in on sportx.bet. I'm going to share some of these larger wagers with you guys that come in earlier in the day. Got big money coming in on the under for the Knicks and the Hornets. And we have money coming in, massive money coming in, a series of bets on the over 209. Over 209 between the Magic, between the Dallas Mavericks and the OKC Thunder. Someone's dropping bags on that today. All right, I have 2 plays to share in the Dallas Mavericks OKC Thunder game. Josh Giddey over 6.5. Is it 6? 1 second. Josh Giddey over 6.5 assists plus 105. Josh Giddey of the OKC Thunder over 6.5 assists plus 105. On the Dallas Mavericks side, Jalen Brunson over 5.5 assists minus 112, minus 110. So we have Jalen Brunson of the Mavericks over 5.5 assists. Josh Giddey of the OKC Thunder over 6.5 assists plus 105. And my final pick to share today is coming in the Lakers-Jazz game. I'm taking Royce O'Neal under 7.5 points against the Lakers today. Royce O'Neal of the Utah Jazz under 7.5 points. That's minus 120. I'm still taking it. I'm going to get out of here and recap the bets for everyone. Tell you guys all the plays I have money on. Tell you guys the plays that I added just now. You can probably hear my fan. I'll fix that though. CM. I'm not sure. Maybe someone doesn't want to be known as someone, even though the identity is anonymous, maybe someone doesn't want to know I put 20,000 on one game. A lot of the whales on SportX, they're coming in, they might put 20,000 on a game, but they divide it. Like they put 10, they make 10 different $2,000 bets. I'm seeing that a lot. So everyone, I'm gonna share the plays that I do have right now stacked. We're gonna be watching basketball all day. I will be covering the games on the NBA Betting Today Twitter page. Make sure you guys follow that. I'm gonna be sharing some information as well. Follow myself on Twitter at MyGuyKnowsAGuy. Follow SportX Project and SX Network. The SX Network blockchain is coming soon. Make sure you look at the SX Network token, top 500 market cap. It's awesome. It's awesome. Check out the entire project. Get involved with the most exciting sports project in crypto. $100 million in volume on the decentralized blockchain. Let's keep it going, everyone. It's going crazy right now. Anyone that's a part of the SX Network SportX community is benefiting from every single bet that's placed on the platform. Looking at the SX Network wallet, we're going to be laughing this year. We're going to be laughing. Like you said, let's have a day. Let's move on to my recap for the picks today. Let me just pull up the list. Everybody hit the like button. Enjoy the games. You may not be able to bet them all. Maybe you can find a couple of picks that you like. Let me know the picks that you like. You know, I didn't pick too many game winners, but what game winners does everyone like today? Who's your top game winner, your most confident game winner today on the point spread? What's your favorite spread of the day? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment after the video. So today I have the Memphis Grizzlies on the opening line -6. I will play -8. I have the Charlotte Hornets +2 on the opening line. I will play +1. I have Desmond Bane over 2.5 threes, everyone. I have Franz Wagner over 16.5 points. Josh Giddey over 5.5 assists, +105. Jalen Brunson. Sorry, correction on Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey over 6.5 assists, +105. Jalen Brunson over 5.5 assists, -110. Royce O'Neal under 7.5 points for the Utah Jazz, -120. Small play on Magic +2 and Cole Anthony over 5.5 assists. I will add Gary Harris to go over his points total as long as it's not over adjusted like in the 16-point range. Gary Harris is a quality look today. Other quality looks today are Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds. I'm probably going to add that right now. I'm actually probably going to play that. I did not play Desmond Bane over 18.5 points, but I do have that listed. I also have a sprinkle on Evan Fournier of the New York Knicks to go under 2.5 threes at +125. Let's crush the slate. More stuff coming on Twitter. Turn notifications on here on the channel. If you guys know people who are interested in the NBA, betting on the NBA, share the channel, help the channel grow. Turn notifications on. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're watching on Twitter. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Yeah, we can talk about more games. Actually, even more. You know, I'm gonna. I have to run to the store and do a couple of things. I'm gonna be out just until the Celtics game actually comes on. I'm going to try to run back in. I'm going to try to get a couple of supplies, come right back. There's a lot of stuff going on up here as well, but we're used to it as well. We can do another session later on Spaces or here on YouTube, maybe after the Grizzlies Bulls game, everyone, and talk about some more games. Let's see if we can come up on a good profit for the earlier games. I do have some more game winners to share, but I didn't want to overwhelm everyone. I've already shared a lot of picks. This is NBA Betting Today on YouTube. It's Monday, January 17th, Martin Luther King Jr., MLK Day. Should be a great day for basketball fans all over the place. Enjoy the games. Don't bet it all on one play, and definitely don't bet it all on the NFL game tonight. I'm just talking shit. You guys enjoy your day, though, everyone. See you guys later. Check out the tweets.